It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. On the ground, here's the fourth-round pick from April's draft. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing his dart. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Dart from the gun on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Mason going to get it on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, You can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll go again with Mason. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Vikings, first down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big play from a big man, Kayvon Thibodeau, off the edge and dropping him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Mason. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Will Weichert on for the Vikings field goal.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out at once for emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Looking to throw, Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Dart. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now Murray. He'll try and do this himself. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And now they'll fake the jet sweep, and here's Murray off play action. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To the right goes Mason. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Mason. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Vikings 1st down. A gain of 14. And the Vikings.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
To Jefferson on the slant. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Pack the 60. Pack the 60.
To throw now, Dart. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw, Dart. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Warrior 70, trap 60, trap 60. Check go.
To the air, Dart. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Like it. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Dart going to give to Scatterby. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Cowboys, go.
From the gun, Dart. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80.
3rd down. Here's Tracy. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Looking to put a drive together. Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run again with Mason. And he powers his way up past the 30. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Big Ace open.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. On the return, Austin. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They'll run from the gun with Scatteroo. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Murray going to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings 1st down as he'll get this down to the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the give, it's Mason. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner, who's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Murray again. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Vikings
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Murray. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Murray now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Completes this to Addison out left. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
18 Cardinal, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cougar 19.
Throwing his dart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, here's Dart. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Now Dart. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's Dart. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Dart. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if we keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
And some space here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Down under 2 minutes to go. in this football game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The 17-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.